Welcome everybody, this is Pablo from Style Systems, your image consultant. For more information, go to stylesystems.net. So in this video I want to talk about something that I see in social media, and not even social media, but just life, right? Which is, where are you? Who are you? What do you stand for? You see, let's talk first about social media. We see a lot of people just sharing and liking and posting based off some regurgitation bullshit, like they saw it somewhere, they heard it from someone, or they read it in some fucking magazine or book, and all of a sudden, without them having truly experienced that which they have just read, they think they have a moral or a higher authority to talk about it. It's like me giving advice on fashion and image just because I saw a video on image consulting, and all of a sudden I think I'm a self-proclaimed coach, guru, style, fashion icon, whatever. And it's not like that. It doesn't work like that. We can only share what we have experienced, or at least that's how it should be. And it's really sad seeing people just regurgitating bullshit. That we wouldn't see enough content creators, if that makes sense. All we see is followers, and people are very eager to share something that they think it's going to make them look cooler, because it is a trend. Oh, if I share this, I'm gonna be trendy, or I'm gonna get some likes. Or it's easier to hide behind a facade and behind something that someone else created for himself, instead of you going through all the bullshit and all the hardships that is creating something, putting yourself out there. Like Style Systems, for example, like me creating this fucking video in a language that is not mine. You can see that I'm struggling to come up with the right words to express what I want to express. So it's fucking hard. It's easier if I find someone who is speaking about the same shit that I want to speak about, or in a similar way, similar topic, and then I just share it. Oh my god, he's the fucking best, oh look at him, yes. And then you just write some bullshit behind the screen and you're like, yes, I totally agree, and blah blah blah. Or like haters, right? It's easier to comment some bullshit on the work of someone else and hide yourself behind a little fucking screen than putting yourself out there. Why? Because it hurts, because it's not easy, and because we have a lot of sheep, we have a lot of average people that they don't want to get hurt. They feel like, oh no, I just want to be comfortable. Oh no. So we don't have enough creators. We don't have enough people with courage. The courage to follow their own path, to dictate the terms of their own goddamn life, and to speak from the soul, to speak from within, not from something that I read, that it was written years and years ago, and now I'm like talking about this. No. And if you are doing that type of things, at the very least you should have the balls to say, this is my opinion, man. I don't know if it's right or wrong. This is something that I read and it inspired me, so this is just my opinion and I just want to talk about it, man. Being vulnerable, at the very least. No, but people, they want to look so cool, they want to be the authority, and be like, oh no, this is it, and they become so stiff, and this is what it saddens me, and this is what is fucking wrong with society and with people, man. That we hear and we see just people not owning themselves. So they go from one guru, one mentor to the next one, one book to the next one. And I'm not saying that it's wrong or it's bad. I mean, it's not even about that. It's just that, where does that leave you? If you're just, bouncing from one to the other one and one to another one like a football, then where does that leave you? Who are you? What do you stand for? What do you stand for? That's what the world and us, that's what we want to hear. That's what we want to see. You put a face behind the opinions. Put a face behind the hate comments and all that. Put a face behind the bullshit that you have in your mind. Put a voice into it. That's one of the main reasons I created my YouTube channel. Not only because I wanted to be like, oh yes, I'm the god of style, I'm gonna create, I'm gonna enlighten all these motherfuckers. No, I did it because, you know what, man, I have all this knowledge, all these experiences, all these things inside of me, and it will be almost like selfish for me if I don't put it out there. Someone will fucking benefit out of it, And if not, at least when I see myself in my own fucking videos, I'm like, damn, that's some fucking truth. And I get inspired, and it works for me. So instead of just being an opinionated person and having an opinion about this and about that and talking about this and thinking that I know better and then blah 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 and being all reactive and compulsive, I said, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna create my own space and I'm gonna express my thoughts and my ideas and I'm gonna stand my ground. This is what I stand for and this is what I'm leaving behind. You can take all the videos that I've created and you can really literally you can have a very good understanding about what I'm all about, because I'm not, you can see it in my videos, I'm not editing them like in a way that it's fucking, you know, like a facade, or like it's not real, it's not raw. It's me spilling my fucking guts out there. It's like I'm, you know, putting a target, like a bullseye over here in my forehead or in my entire being, just like, hey guys, this is what I think and this is what I do and this is what I love and this is my passion and this is my life. Have at it. Of course there's haters, of course there's people that support you, but whatever, man, you're not doing them for them, which is another thing. It's the same bullshit. You're doing things just for trend, just you're attached to the outcome. Oh man, if I talk about this, it's gonna be some clickbait shit that's gonna get me more followers and more views and come on, man. Just whatever it is that you're doing, where does it come from? Is it coming from something, a conscious analysis and process from yourself, from within? Or is it something that you heard by someone else? You should be doubting everyone, man. You should not be so easy to be manipulated. Like, if I'm telling you, okay, I'm an image consultant, I have certain credentials, I tell you, step the fuck up with your style, wear this, wear that. You should be able to say to me, you know what, man, fuck you, Pablo, right? I know that you know all this shit, but eventually it all comes down to me, my own experience of life, and what I want to do, what works for me. So if you say to me that I should wear this or that, you know what, man, I appreciate it, and I'm like, you know, I might take some of that advice into account, but eventually only me. I am going to make the decision that is better for me, that works better for me. So fuck you. And that comes from anybody. It could be from your dad, your mom, your boss, your religions, your God. If you're learning from God himself, because there's a lot of people that hide themselves just by the people that they follow, whether it's in the religion or social media, like, you know who I follow? I follow Anthony Robbins, and I follow this and that, and so I'm like, by the way, I fucking love the guy, right? I'm not talking shit about him, but it's, people hide themselves behind the philosophies that someone else created for themselves. These guys, they created their own lifestyles, and now there's people hiding behind it. What about your own fucking philosophy? What about your own fucking way of living? And then they hide themselves behind holy scriptures. Well, this is just a fucking interpretation. Do you even understand that? That all these religious books, they're not the ultimate truth. They are an interpretation that was written long after that person passed away. So it's like, what the fuck? And when you realize, when you study enough the mind, you understand that it's so malleable. So who says that maybe that interpretation was not the truth? It was just what he was experiencing it. And people, you see a lot of people, you know, religious people, they hide behind I speak from the Lord and blah blah blah, and they're like, no man, that's just you hiding behind an image, hiding behind a book. What about you? If we peel off the onion and if we remove all the noise and the garbage, where does that leave you? Like, what are you, man? And that's one of the purposes of meditation. That's why I always encourage people, and my students, and people that even are not my students, I always encourage people to meditate, because it allows to block out all the external noise and the influence. People trying to influence us all the time, like me on a YouTube channel and a lot of people and blah blah blah. Just like, send everybody to fuck off and just shut the fuck up and just quiet the mind, quiet the body, quiet the noise. And out of the silence, whatever thought, whatever emotion, whatever comes up, because something will come up, that is your true self. And if you speak from that inner source, then it will be a better authority. People will be more prone to hear you. They will be more interested into hearing you because you're talking from truth, from your own truth, from within, with passion. You're not just regurgitating a lot of bullshit. Well, I'm gonna teach you about sales because Jordan Belfort, I attended one of his seminars, and I'm like, come on, man, that's his shit. I am a different human being, and whatever works for me is gonna be different, and whatever works for you is gonna be different. So that's the whole message of this video, man. Learn to, yes, be inspired, feel motivated, learn from someone else, but eventually it all comes down to your own experience of life. And we can only talk from that, from our own experience. We can all read the same shit, but again, it will just be an interpretation, it will just be an opinion, it will just be a story. For all I care, everything that I'm saying is pure bullshit. Even if I say that I learned from this and it works, it's just bullshit. Unless you put it into action and experience it, then it becomes truth. And it becomes your truth. It's not that I said it and eventually, all of a sudden I'm the shit. It's not. No, you are the shit because you took this advice and then you applied it and you experienced it and you realized that it works and you interpret it in your own way because we're all different, man. But stop sharing this nonsense. Stop hiding and put yourself out there. Okay, guys, fuck it. This is what I believe in. This is what I stand for. This is blah, 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 blah. And yes, I have certain people that inspire me and I have certain mentors or I've had certain gurus, whatever. And, I kind of resonate with what they have. Pay attention to this. I'm going to finish up with that. Whatever resonates with you that comes from the outside, from an external source, whether it's a book, a magazine, a tree, nature, a piece of work, art, or a mentor, a human being, a spirit, a god, whatever, an angel, whatever that comes from outside that inspires you and resonates with you. It only resonates with you because you already have it within yourself. It only resonates because you already have it within you. So that's why that vibration that you have within yourself, when you hear it and you see it on the outside, that same vibration, it resonates. That's a whole answer. That's a whole word. It resonates with your own vibration. So you create a sync. You synchronize. So if you admire someone, it's not because they're better or because they hold the truth. It's because that you already have it within. So what you have to do is work upon yourself to put it out there, to express it instead of holding it in. And hiding it and sharing this shit and then now like, oh, I'm gonna share this. Oh no, I'm gonna share this. Oh no, I'm gonna share that. I'm like, no. Yes, feel inspired by that, but then where does that leave you? What are you all about? What do you have to say about all this craziness in the world? You, my friends. With that, I'm gonna leave you. Be the best version of yourself. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me your comments, and I will see you in the next one.